Hello, my name's Hannah, and I'm going to read a poem called Ordinary Time by Parini, and then I'm going to relate the poem back to myself as well as give some of the poetic devices in the poem that really brought it to life. Days come and go, this bird by minute, hour by leaf, a calendar of loss. I shift through woods, sifting the air for August cadences, and walk beyond the boundaries I've kept. For months, past loose stone walls, the fences break into sticks, the poems always spilling into prose. A low, sweet meadow full of stars beyond the margin fills with big-boned, steaming mares. The skies above are bruised like fruit, their juice is running, black-veined marble of regret. The road gusts sideways, sassafras and rue, a warbler warbles. Did I wake the night through, walk through sleeping, shuffle for another way to morn? Dawn pinks up. In sparkling grass I find beginnings. I was cradled here. I gabbed and I spun. And gradually the many men inside me found their names, acquired definition, points of view. There was much to say, not all of it untrue. As the faithful seasons fell away, I followed till my thoughts inhabited a tree of thorns that grew in muck of my own making. Yet I was lifted and laid bare. I hung there, weakly, crossed out. At first I didn't know, a voice inside me speaking low. I stumbled in my way. But now these hours that can't be counted find me fresh this ordinary time, like kingdom come. In clarity of dawn, I fill my lungs, a summer full of breaths. The great field holds the wind and sways. I chose this poem because it reminds me that hard times are only temporary, and it gives me a reminder that there are better days in the future, and you just have to get through some obstacles first to get there. I was able to relate to the poem because the speaker mentions how he or she began to face issues, and they put up walls and shut others out. And I too put up boundaries and shut people out who cared about me during my senior year of high school when I was struggling with depression. Although I felt like I was always going to be like that and I was always going to be sad and depressed, I was able to find myself again and find the happiness that I once had, like the speaker does as well. The imagery really strengthens the poem in that it helps me to really see how the speaker was feeling and what they were going through. For example, in I Followed Till My Thoughts Inhabited a Tree of Thorns, shows that the speaker had really unrealistic expectations set for him or herself, and that they were striving for perfection, but they were never really good enough. Personification was also a good aid in bringing the poem to life. Parini states, "The skies above are bruised like fruit," which shows that the speaker holds a lot of sadness and pain inside, especially since a clear sky is a symbol for a new day and a better day, and the skies pertaining to the speaker are anything but clear. Finally, the poem contains idioms such as, "And gradually the many men inside me found their names." Men cannot literally find their names, but this serves to show that the speaker is having some realizations and that they are changing. The poem's shape is extremely significant and noteworthy as well because in the first 7 stanzas, the speaker is alone and depressed, yet in the second 7 stanzas, the speaker finds himself and he or she is happy again. The build-up to the better days in the poem is really extraordinary, and it gives me a feeling for hope.